Okay, year 10. So let me take you quickly back to basics again. Let's imagine we're creating an app and we want to store information about somebody for a hotel booking system. We want to get their name. So I'm going to do customer name equals input. Please enter in your the customer name. We then want to get the age. So age equals input. Please enter in the customer age. We then want to do duration of stay. Please enter in how many weeks, no, how many days they will stay. Finally, let's do their address. Please enter in the customer address. So, we've got a range of different variables to store the information. Now, there are two main types of data types we're going to use: string, and integer. Integer is to do with numbers, string is to do with like names or numbers, and like for 11th Street. So numbers and words together, etc. So let's imagine that we wanted to do a calculation of how many days they're staying and charge them differently for it. So let's say if the duration is greater than 4 days, print it will cost customer $400. And if the duration is greater than 10 days, let's do greater than 10 days, print it will cost the customer $1,000. Else print speak to a manager. So let's run this code. Customer's called, I don't know, let's call them Joseph. 100 years old. Let's say we're going to stay for 6 days. Customer address is 123 Levenland. There's an error. So let me explain why there's an error. And it goes back to the amount of days I've typed in, which in this case is 6. So what is actually going on? Let's see behind the scenes. So I typed in 6 days. The problem is the computer treats it like it's a letter. So every time there's an input, enter age, and you enter in an age, it'll treat it like it's a letter. So if I just quickly make another replit, Python, okay, and I just did this. Number 1 equals input, enter number. Number 2 equals input, enter number. Total equals number 1 plus number 2. Print total. Enter number 1, 5. Enter the second number 4. It says 54. It should be 9. That's because it's treating it like it's a letter, not a number. Every time you do an input, it treats it as a string, not an integer, a number. Remember, integers are numbers. We need numbers to do adding up. We can't add up words. It just like adds 2 words together. So look, if I just did this, bird cage. Bird cage. It just adds the 2 words together. We don't want that. So I'm going to turn them into numbers. So before the input, I'm going to do int, which means integer. and I'm going to add an extra bracket. So look at the brackets. Int bracket, close bracket. That's all I need to do. So I'm saying when I input something, I'm going to turn it into a number. 5, 4, 9. Now look what happens if I try and type in a word. Bird. It says error because it's expecting a number, a base 10 denary number. So, going back to this code, I want you first of all to try and fix this. Pause the video, give it a go. Okay, so for duration, int, there we go. So now, if I do Joe 650, 6, 1, 2, 3, la, it'll cost them $400. Perfect. Now, what other things do we have to fix in this code in terms of data type, in terms of it, string and integer? Customer name, do we need to do that one? No, because it's a string, it's a word. What about age? Yes, we do. So fix it. Year10int. There you go. Perfect. Okay. So, now that you can do this, I would like you to give it a go yourself on the actual homework challenge. So the challenge we did in class. So, open up your Teams and see if you can actually do the code now. If you're stuck on the loop part, email me.